Hello! Here we are at yet another video. This time I'm going to try and do a half-decent job of sorting out the lore and stuff and not just rambling like a complete idiot. I apologize so profusely for that last video. I also realized it says you got to survive for half an hour, and that whole video, including me rambling at the start and the cutscene, was only 29 minutes. So their timer is definitely a bit sped up. You know what I mean? This one should be a bit easier because this is like a installation, and the installation ones you don't you don't build a base. There's not as much micromanagement that you have to worry about. There is a lot of unit management though, so I might die a couple of times. But if that happens, that's what save games are for, right? So we'll give this one a crack, and then as we're walking around the compound, I'll have another crack at this lore. Office of the Colonial Magistrate. 3 hours from something.
Your tenure as Colonial Magistrate is suspended, pending an official investigation of your affiliation with the Sons of Korhal. Receiving incoming transmission.
Hey man, Arcturus' boy sprung from the prison ship. Apparently they're as frustrated with the Confederates as we are.
Yeah, we'll talk about why.
Their reputation. They seem to be on the level. I think Arcturus wanted to speak with you.
Commander,
Yeah, g'day.
Mars is almost completely overrun by the Zerg.
Yeah, no kidding.
Confederates are abandoning the planet, and so are we. However, there is one thing I'd like to do before we leave. I want you to raid this colony's Confederate outpost and retrieve whatever design or weapons schematics that you can find in their networks. With the chaos of the Confederates' evacuation, you shouldn't have any trouble getting in or out of the installation.
I'm into it.
Yeah, okay, so I'm pretty sure this is an installation one. I mean, it's called installation. We'll find out in a second. Raynar must survive. We've got to retrieve some data disks. Yep, wicked. Okay. So, here we are. This is, like I said, this is like a mission where you kind of have, it's a lot of exploring the map and dealing with automated defense systems. Now, I am not particularly good at these levels, but we'll be able to randomly talk about stuff as we explore. I'm going to use these keys here. Yeah, so, the lore. Okay. Earth decides that they do not want to... Oh, what are those things? Earth decides that they don't want... These are civilians. Why are we murdering civilians? They are red though, so I don't know. I feel bad about murdering the civilians, but whatever. They're our bad, they're the bad guys. Yeah, Earth decides that, humans should be pure, and sort of anyone with cyberpunk, cyberpunk. Oof. Anyone with cyberpunk, like machine parts, or anyone who's psychic, or has any genetic modification, or any of that business, is kind of like no longer welcome. And they chuck them all on these big prison ships, these big cryo prison ships. We're not going to go up there just yet. We'll do one level at a time. And they send them off into space, like with the intention of see you later, enjoy space. And then after about 30 years of floating, the computer, there's 3 ships. One of them has like a hypercomputer called Atlas, which is like an AI, right? And it notices that a whole bunch of them are getting psychic powers or whatever from their travels. And that's the go with that. Let's kill some more civilians because that's what we do. Because we're Sons of Korhal. Murder everybody. You think that red on our thing is paint? No, it's the blood of innocent people. Poor workers. Look, we got another thing here. Yeah, so they send them out. And then, kind of, the dude who has sent them, decides he is not interested in sort of, he wants to pull them back and get them back. And he kind of is like, yeah, we better bring him back. And that pulls them out of hyperdrive, and then they crash, right? Boom. Yeah, and they totally crash and die. R.I.P. What's in here? I always thought that there should be like some little dialogue as to what's in there, but that's because I played Baldur's Gate, and there usually is when you do Baldur's Gate, right? Okay, we got a door. I'm hesitant to go that way because I feel like that's taking us deeper into the maze. We want to come back here and check out this middle bit. Anyway, so nope. By who? Where'd that marine come from? Oh, did they explored? That's why they went the wrong way, bastards. Come on. Go where I'm going. Go where I'm telling me. I lost a unit. I'm not happy about that. Lost a man. Yeah, so they pull them out of hyperspace and they all crash, right? And the ones that crash with the Atlas AI / computer bank, land on a planet called Tarsonis. There's then 2 other dudes who have like, mining equipment and whatever that land on Moria and Umoja. Okay, so you've got these 3 sort of major planets, and they start to sort of spread and colonize and whatever. The ones that are on Tarsonis and sort of the major dudes end up getting pretty powerful economically, and so Moria and Umoja are like, hey, let's team up, and that way we won't die to these crazy dudes. And the crazy dudes are like, ooh, okay, I think that's where the data disk is. That doesn't. Let's check. Is there turret? What's this? Whoa. Teleport. I've teleported to Sector 5. Okay. Hey, civilians. Kill him. Can you attack this guy, please? You guys, just chill.
Your forces are under attack.
Sorry, guys. Got a micro. My brain does not work on micro. Click, click. Yeah, 1. I already selected 1. What am I doing? Yeah, we're gonna go back. We'll come back to this. Anyway, so they're like, yeah, this is no good. This is, we'll team up. And they sort of set themselves up. And the other group from Tarsonis, and there's a bunch of other colonies that have spread out from that, decide that they're going to call themselves the Confederacy. Okay? So, yeah, we know the Confederates. Whoa, a Goliath. That's no good. Get that Goliath. Oof. Not going well. I feel like I should have snuck around the back. that sneaking around the back looked pretty promising right about now, didn't it? Alright, all you guys come up here. Jim Rain is still max health, so I'm pretty chuffed about that. No one else is though. Are we all together as a group? Everybody hold hands. Do I have to be like a teacher and count you in? Oh yeah, says Jimmy Rayner. Be the teacher. Yeah, so, and the Terran dudes who are like, we will, the Confederates start to basically cause trade wars and infringe on the territories of the other dudes. And that ends up creating a guild war, as it were, right? Is what they call it, the guild wars. Oh yeah. And well, critters, we will leave them for now. And yeah, and the guild war sort of rages on, and kind of ends with them destroying Core Hole, and kind of bringing the other dudes interline. Oh look, we deactivated the automatic defense system. That sounds good. This should be good, Jim Raynor. So yeah, you kind of get that. You know, like there's all these factions that are taking place, right? And they destroy the world of Core Hole, right? And so that kind of makes the Core Hole dudes be like, hey man, we are not going to follow your laws anymore. The Morians and the Emojins kind of end up having to fall in line because they need the resources, if you know what I mean. Like they are coming around the corner here. They are like economically tied to the main dudes, and that's like a whole big. Oh, let's get this guy. Oof, you can shoot over walls. He's you know. Oh, get that guy first. Sorry, got a micro. Oh no, Reyna's taking some damage. That's not good news. Yeah, so so like that's like the history of the Terrans. They kind of, you know, start having dramas because of that. Oh man. Going upstairs is like one of the hardest parts of this game. Oh, get this guy.
Teleportation field activated.
To Sector 1. It's sending me to different sectors. I want to go back and get those critters. Where's the critters? Come down here, guys. Well, come over here. Yeah, so they kind of have that drama, right? And you get your Core Hole dudes, you know, having problems. The Morian dudes have what's called the Kelmorian Combine, which is pretty cool. You have these guild wars, and then basically, because the Confederacy are douchebags, everyone is rebelling against them, and they're just kind of going around and kicking butt, right? And then the Confederacy, sorry, the Sons of Core Hole are led by Octurus Mengsk's dad, right? His name's Angus. What a great Scottish name that is, Angus. He reminds me of a cheeseburger. Anyway, so like he starts like this massive uprising, and people start to really you know, get going, and they basically the Sons of Core Hole approach the Emojin dudes, right? Remember those guys? And in this sort of alliance that they're trying to set up, the I'm trying to remember the best way to do this. Whoa, hang on. What's going on there? Like, this door is locked. Yeah, right. So guys, just doing some micro. Don't mind me. Look, they've got a Zerg. Why not, rebels? What do you think this is? Star Trek? This is Jimmy. Zergs. Why have they got Zergs in a cage?
Believe it. I saw a Zerg with that was over a year ago. It's clear the Confederates have known of these creatures for some time. For all we know, they could be breeding the things. Be that as it may, our priority here is accessing the Confederate network. We'll deal with the Zerg another day.
Yeah, okay, so that's kind of important. We'll get to that in a second. So yeah, the Sons of Core Hole are trying to tempt with you, Major. The Confederacy nukes Core Hole, including, you know, Mengsk's dad, Angus. And so that kind of puts Arcturus Mengsk in charge of the business, right? Like he is he is the guy who's in control of the of the soldiers, the Sons of Korhal, right? That we're currently teaming up with. And Mensk kind of starts taking like this vendetta against the Confederacy pretty intensely. And one of the things that he finds out is that there's like they're training up psychic warriors. And he goes basically to find the strongest one of them, who is Sarah Kerrigan. And he kind of frees her from this installation where they've got her held prisoner. And as they're escaping, that's when he discovers that, like, the Confederates have these Zerg dudes, right? And basically he's like, that's not cool, you know?
Security cameras activated.
Oh. What the heck? Okay. I could have pressed that ages ago. I was worried it was a teleporter. I was going to teleport me somewhere else. Yeah, okay. Well, let's go back this way. Sorry, I'm taking a long way, guys. How did I get up here again? I can't even remember. It's a maze. Is it that way? You go up there. And then... Oh, yeah, you go up here. Teleport there. That will take me there. Yep. Okay. Sorry, just getting back to where I was. So Mensk kind of learns that the Confederacy have these, these aliens that they're using to attack people, which is really cool, right? So yeah, I mean, like, there's a whole bunch of stories, and then that kind of this whole big war starts now of this stuff going crazy. And at that time, like, everything was just newly discovered. Like, it was all still fresh. And this is all part of, like, the novels kind of cover all this stuff, which is very cool, if you're interested in them. And yeah, that's the Terran, That's really the Terran. That's all we kind of have going on for them. There's a bunch of other stuff that, kind of involves... what's that guy's name? Duke. He's got his own story. And like they're doing a bunch of stuff, which is naughty. Man, look at all that red on my units. Not doing great. Pew, pew, pew. Let's wait for everybody to join me. Yeah, so I mean that's kind of the start of the Terrans. And meanwhile, like, that message about these dudes having the psychic powers, that gets back to Earth, and Earth starts a like a hunt, a journey, I don't know, a trek. Now you gotta remember, this is 60,000 light years. It was, where? Oh, wait, whoa, get him. Get this one over here. Where did he go? There it is. I thought I turned off the defenses. What happened there? Get these guys. It's them, blast them. That is a line from Star Wars. Yeah, sounds fun. Oh yeah. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't want to use stim packs in this level. You would just kill yourself. Yeah, Earth sends their own dudes, but that's kind of what happens at oh, hang on. Let's fight some dudes. That's a ghost. Ghosts are tanky. They have like a massive canister rifle, and it does a lot of damage. Look at how much dudes I've lost. Get this guy. Oof. Okay, let's come up here and get this guy. Fire out, man. Yeah. Yeah, ghosts do a lot of damage. Alright, good, we got him before he could come and get us. Oh, fire out this thing. Yeah. So I don't know where else I can go. Yeah, Brood War. It blew my mind when Brood War was like, oh, by the way, there's people from Earth. They've come to get you. And you're like, what? Oh, I hate these guys. You end up having to chase them everywhere. Alright, here's the exit. This is the thing. Downloading the files. ... Apparently Jim Raynor is the name of a character from some movie. I don't know. That's what I've heard. There we go. That was a bit less painful. Oh man, hard for me to do. Alpha Squadron. So Alpha Squadron are like, they are... What's his name, dudes? What is that guy's name? Duke. Duke's dudes. I've just realized, have I changed this to this? Yes, I did. Good. I was like, I don't want to have done all of that for 20 minutes and have not changed it over to the right to the right screen. So speaking of which, there you go. Look at that. We finished it. Jomungand Brood is a different brood of Zerg too, by the way. That's who we were doing. So they're like each brood has their own I don't know what you'd call it. They've got their own deal, you know? They've got their own get-up. Alpha Squadron is Duke's team. So Duke was controlling that facility, and therefore Duke knows all about the aliens. Yeah, and Aliens, the movie, there's a lot of Aliens references in here. In a surprise to nobody. Anyway, hopefully that was a bit more on topic and a bit more, I don't know, guided. If that helps with the lore. I don't know if it helps with the lore. I don't know if you care about the lore, but yeah, that was one of the suggestions. Was like, you know, maybe talk about the lore a little bit. And yeah, it's like, it's hard because like the story that happens before the game is, you know, like you've got to catch up on a fair bit. We didn't even get into the whole idea of the Zelnaga and the Protoss and the Zerg and like what the go is with them. We can talk about them later at another date. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's cool. And if you are interested, see if you can get a copy of, like, I'm sure there's a PDF copy of the manual that you can access. You know, surely there is somewhere. And it had just so much information and story about what was going on. Plus, you know, there's the novels and stuff, which are pretty cool. I might reread the novels, and that'll give me a bit more information for you guys for the next week's video, right? But there we go. That's our video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and yeah, we're almost to 1,000 subscribers, so if we get to that and we get some watch time behind our belt, I actually get paid, which would be nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. Can get some paid for advertisements or whatever. But yeah, not that I do that for this. I do this because, I don't know, just I find it a good I don't know, like a nice release. It feels creative, even though it's just me playing video games. It also gives me a good excuse to play video games. I'm going to end this video and stop rambling, but I just want to point out my APM is 17 in that particular thing. Actions per minute, 17. Most professional Starcraft players are doing like 600. So just keep that in mind. I am pretty crap at this game. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.